Welcome, everyone. Thank you for taking out your time to join us today. My name is Nikhil Jaiswal. I am the Director of IBD Patient Support Foundation India. And this is the IBD India Connect 2023 meeting. Today, we'll be sharing with you the projects that we have decided to pursue in 2023. There are two projects which we'll be focusing on, and the other projects we'll pursue based on the amount of available resources. We'll also discuss how all the stakeholders can partner and collaborate in these projects, and we'll also have a small question and answer session. The IBD Patient Support Foundation is a non-profit organization. We registered it under the Section 8 of the Companies Act in September 2021. This organization has been founded and is being operated by persons with inflammatory bowel disease. So this organization is by the patients and for the patients. Our vision is to improve the quality of life of people living with IBD in India. And our work encompasses livelihoods, patient education, social integration, patient support, affordable and accessible care, and indigenous research. In 2023, we'll be focusing on two projects. The first project is the IBD India Newsletter. This will be a monthly newsletter that will be available in both print and online format, in English and regional languages. This newsletter will be filled with resources focused on disease education, focused on mental health care, focused on nutritional support, and will also include information that might help the patient in other ways, such as available schemes for financial aid, open clinical trials, etc. We'll also include summaries of our past online webinars and our future online webinars. This will be a way to engage the patients in our digital initiatives also. The first issue of this newsletter will come out in May 2023, right before World IBD Day. It will be available on our website, on all our social media platforms. And should you want this newsletter to be available to your patients, we'll also send it to your clinics. The second project that we'll be focusing on in 2023 is the IBD India Summit. This is a two-day virtual conference that will be held from 1 to 2 October. And this will be a patient-centered conference designed to connect patients with each other and to explore solutions to the pressing needs of the community. We'll also highlight emerging patient leaders and advocates and ensure that the discussions are inclusive and multidimensional. This summit will be a way for the patients to tell us about their evolving needs and also a platform to slowly come out with concrete solutions for the problems that are being faced by the community. We'll soon make announcements regarding this on social media. Apart from our focused projects, we'll also be devoting time to improve some of the existing resources we have for the patients. For example, we'll be having monthly patient education webinars in 2023 via our Crohn's and Colitis Squad platform. This is a digital platform available on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. It has completely public and accessible content. And in 2023, every month, we'll have at least one webinar focused on patient education. Second, we are working on an IBD Expert Database, which will be a repository of all the IBD treating physicians all over the country. This repository is being made to help patients who are living in tier 2 and 3 cities where specialized IBD care is not easily accessible. These patients often travel to the metropolitan cities and the bigger hospitals where IBD specialists are available, which adds to the cost of access of care. Through this project, we want to connect patients with locally available resources, reducing the need for travel, reducing the cost of access, and most importantly, providing them with emergency care. A patient going through a flare cannot travel long distances to get IBD care. In such situations, locally available care can be beneficial to the patient. We'll also be working on making our patient support groups more effective and more helpful for the participants. We'll integrate our patient support group program with the already existing local support groups run by some of the doctors treating IBD across the country. Again, this will help people to access support locally in their own regional language and potentially be of much more benefit than a virtual support group or a support group that's pan-India. We already have a group that's exclusive to women and also a group that's exclusive for young adults with IBD. And we'll continue to run these groups, and we are continuously figuring out ways in which we can increase engagement and increase the effectiveness of these programs to support people with IBD. In the past, we have conducted many sessions that focus on the mental health aspect of IBD. Continuing that tradition, we have collaborated with Enable India to provide free of cost counseling to persons with IBD and their caregivers. This is being done under the Project Iksha of Enable India, and they have been kind enough to lend us this resource for free. If you have patients you think would benefit from counseling, please connect them with us, and we'll connect them with the platform so that they can get the support they need free of cost. One of the biggest challenges for a person with IBD in India is managing the cost of treatment. Without insurance, without government support. Hence, as an organization that aims to improve the quality of life for people with IBD in India, based on the amount of financial resources available, we'll offer aid to the patients who are unable to access the medication that is required for the treatment. We'll also offer some amount of tuition support for students in colleges and schools. And as an organization that was founded by patients and is being run by patients, we'll provide employment to patients on a preferential basis. So how can you work with us? If you are an IBD treating physician, here are some of the ways in which you can work with us and partner with us. You can author the IBD education articles appearing in our newsletter. You can become a speaker or become a part of the panel in our webinars. You can partner with us to distribute the newsletter amongst your patients. You can participate in the patient-centered conference, the IBD India Summit. You can create or mentor existing local support groups, become an ally and a patient advocate yourself. And the most important thing, create awareness among primary physicians about IBD. If you are a mental health professional, you can contribute towards our mental health resources that we'll be developing for our newsletter and for our webinars. You can work with us to figure out ways of providing affordable mental health care to the patients. And also you can be a moderator for the patient support groups. If you're a nutrition expert, you can work with us in creating dietary resources, which can be distributed via the newsletter or via a webinar. And you're welcome to share your expertise at our diet-themed patient meetings. For our partners who are engaged in pharma, the field of diagnostics and medical devices. You are welcome to support and sponsor the initiatives of the foundation and work with us to enable better access to medication, diagnostics, and devices for the patients. If you are a media outlet, please help us extend our reach and please write about IBD and help us increase the amount of public awareness. If you are a content creator, we would love your help in creating impactful media for awareness campaigns. If you are a philanthropist, we would love your support on the initiatives of the foundation that appeal to you. And if you are someone who has a background in law and policy, we would love to work with you and advocate for better legal and policy support for persons with IBD in India. Thank you.